a little more violent.
Yeah.
I'd like to see where that lands, but I want to see it end in a no contest.
I get that. Now to give Krishan the Dawn context, and I know Joe hates this fucking button that I press but it's a thing that's real. I call it the Adonis Petrovic equation.
Oh God.
Yeah, I heard you, Joe. Now, in this scenario of life in wrestling, I love long-term storylines and little telenovela things too. Now, Petrovic and Adonis were people that Adonis was a hoe. Petrovic was a girl that likes to use swords, a la Kill Bill. They didn't like each other. They were flirting with each other, not flirting with each other. Nikita Lyons was hitting on Ashanti, blah, 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 blah. In the end of it, they're together right now. Everyone's telling Petrovic, hey, your man's a hoe. Your man's going to leave you. Your man's going to fuck somebody else. Every person who has told Petrovic that has fought Petrovic and lost, either by interference or in the last match, she lost. And you know this is an old rule, Krishan, that if you do a submission against a wrestler and you won, right? You get off the wrestler and you back up, you raise your hand, whatever. If you go back to the wrestler after you've won and continue your submission, the ruling can be reversed, and you can win by disqualification.
That's
what happened to
sportsmanship. Yeah,
exactly. That's what happened to the last match. Petrovic lost by submission, but the wrestler went back to it and did the submission again. Wrestlers ruling in the favor. Now, since Joe and D-Walk hate this, I like to say it over and over again, Petrovic is on a winning streak because of love. Suck it, guys. So,
Her winning streak because of the snow bunny effect.
It's, you know what? Nikita Lyons had a whole bunch of black guys around him, and now they're gone. Remember those two black guys that I thought they were cool? They just disappeared. Now we got two bigger versions of them with Wesley.
Hey, sound like a Diddy and Jennifer Lopez relationship to me.
Sounds like a Brazzers video waiting to happen.
You know what? This is why I'm gonna clip this, because this is literally explaining a weird telenovela to the world.
What a baby oil! What a baby oil and all that at?
Petrovic's going to be sitting on a couch by herself with a bunch of black dudes behind her.
And with that, we keep it going with NXT time with D-Walk, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna cut it right there. All right. After that,
wait. What was the you were going with like a sort of a storyline with
okay. Now
relationship storyline thing?
Yes. Should a relationship win a belt? Because of the fact that no, this is Krishan's answer. Because of the fact that she's winning only because of the fact that every time someone talks bad about their love, they get into a match, and by weird coincidence or weird circumstances, they win.
You know, I'll say this. I'm not against you, Alex, as much as I want to be. I think love and, you know, a good relationship, a good woman can motivate a man to do great things.
Look at that.
I think it's happened in the world,
things.
You know,
or
bad things. It could lead to his demise, even. But you know, I don't know what the relationship, what they're trying to play it off as in storyline. So it depends on that, really. If she's like a good woman, like a Miss Elizabeth type, you know, I could see it.
She is with a sword. And he is the definition of a hoe, which he has stated that he has texted every single girl in the performance center.
And let me tell you something, that's fine, because a man cheating is not the same as a woman cheating. As much as people want to like say that the stigma is the same, it's not. Women get more emotionally involved with anybody that they're with, even if it's like a fuck buddy or whatever. Men don't get emotionally involved most of the time. We can have sex with a woman and move right on. Love our woman just as much.
Just like they say it's easier for a woman than a man. It's true.
And to put a little bit more into this, the first match Petrovic had with Jada Parker was the reason that Jada Parker said, your man's gonna leave you. She got super fucking jealous. No, she's not. No, he's not. Thus started the fight. And she won because Jada Parker had someone else to fight with. But that's what I'm saying. Like, love can do a lot of crazy things. And I like putting it in Joe's face because Joe hates that. That's all I just wanted to say. honestly.
You know, Joe, I
hates it, dude.
Joe, I do feel you. I hate emotions. I hate
Oh,
dealing
yeah.
with emotions. Like I get you. I'm with you on that. But I in storyline, if you're writing a storyline, even in wrestling, like love is part of that. Love is part of life. So
Yeah, but dude, this shit has been going on for months.
Months, almost a year. Almost a
Months.
fucking year,
Months
dude.
of backstage segments. Months of
Yeah.
backstage segments, dude.
It has.
Look,
It has, baby.
has it been entertaining though, or has it
No.
been dragging?
No, Joe. Sometimes it has, man. Especially the part where Dion Lennox came out of nowhere and he was defending him just because he was like his brother, and like Sean's like, I thought you were my brother, man. Like you're not even my best friend.
Ashanti,
What the fuck are you talking about?
Ashanti comes off like a guy with Diddy vibes all the time in the back,
Yeah.
like lurking and stalking on women.
Yes, he's been doing that for a year, and then he found a girl that like held his ass down, and now he is actually team Petrovic. He called her his blonde queen. That is just
Anybody can say that.
black.com.
No, anybody can say that. Oh, man, to tell a woman that and everything to make them feel good. Of course.
Hey,
She wasn't
Even
around.
playing her like a fiddle.
even
He getting
Diddy
played
had
like a,
Hold up.
even Diddy had Cassie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look what he did to her.
That's what I'm saying though. If the story leads to that, then maybe the storyline it's like long-term storytelling. It could make sense.
Could be.
That's why Joe hates it, because like this storyline, like again, NXT is good in maybe 1 out of 4 storylines, maybe 2 out of 4, but the other ones like this, yes.
Can I ask Joe a question real quick? Joe, do
Mhm.
you just hate like all like love stories in wrestling?
No, that's not the
Okay.
case.
I'm just asking. I'm asking.
I just don't care for Ashanti the Adonis.
Yeah.
I think he's a waste of fucking talent and a waste of TV time. And I'm so looking forward to him being on the cut list to get fired
Yeah.
on this last round.
Yeah.
But
Hypothetical though, what if it was Dion and Carmen?
Okay. I'm gonna say something now.
Sir, we have a bottle opener.
I see it.
This is what
For that. Come on.
what they're trying to do is they're trying to do a Matt Hardy and Edge, and they cannot. That was a love angle that fucking everybody loved. You can't never do it again, Matt, because they actual hate against each other.
see,
They're trying.
but Joe, with that same logic, you could say that Eddie Guerrero was wasted in the Latino Heat China storyline.
No, that was dope.
I actually enjoyed that storyline though.
Okay, so it's based on it's a subjective thing then, I guess. Like it's based on your take, because I love the Latino Heat thing, but I hate half of the love stories that they tell.
It's the wrestler. It's
I
the
like the
person.
Latino Heat. I like the Latino Heat with Eddie and but they didn't waste like a year, doing that in backstage segments. They did it in backstage segments, on screen stuff, in the ring. They did all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, they did the GTV thing where he got caught cheating with Godfather Pose.
And they will do it over here too. They're gonna do the same thing over here too. But to elaborate more on Joe, Ashanti the Adonis has only had, I think, maybe in a year that I've watched NXT again, 5 matches.
Yeah,
5 matches in a year. That's
Even
not a
with
good
Hero.
record for you.
Even when he was with Hero, how many matches did he have? It was more Swerve Strickland.
And I didn't even know he was in fucking Hit Row. I'm just going off the fact that he fought Eddie Thorpe, he fought Lexis King, he fought Dion Lennox, he fought one more other person, and that's it. And he has a Shawn Michaels style of wrestling. That's what he is, a Shawn Michaels ripoff. But now he's like 2025. I'm gonna hit on everybody, and now I got a blonde queen, but I'll still fuck Nikki the Lions.
Don't say Shawn Michaels ripoff, because Dolph Ziggler was the next Shawn Michaels. But how come? It's true. But Ashanti, like, he been a jobber for like fucking 10 years. How all of a sudden you gonna put him in a storyline like this, and he dope like this, and he the Mac and all that? No, I don't agree with it. He should have been cut.
Hey man.
Well, maybe that's not that this is the thing that catapults him to the next level. Sometimes that's what happens. Is like they get put into a storyline that you don't think they can make it work, and then they make it work, and it makes you respect them a little bit more. I don't know
but
if he's
no.
making it work though.
No,
I'm just throwing it out there.
no, but yeah, after you bury somebody multiple times and give multiple chances, and now they finally come back, like you can't even take them serious.
But the counter, the add on to that, he hasn't been buried. Remember, he fought the majority of the matches and he has a 75% win record. He has won more matches than he's lost. And now that
That's
he's
because
with
he ain't never
Petrovic,
wrestled.
but it doesn't matter. Dude, you think I like fucking having Eddie Thorpe in my fucking show? No, I don't. I have to watch his
I
ass.
can't tell.
His loss record sucks ass. But he's in the fucking championship picture. Look, like Joe said this last week. Shout out to Joe. The people that are going up to the
Why
main
he said
roster.
like
I know, like he was there. My bad. I love you, Joe. The fact that all these main wrestlers are going up to the main storyline, Krishan's right. We need to make storylines that for the future something's gonna happen. Look, we know that freaking the North American Championship, the Dawn's gonna lose it, and probably go to Sean Spears. After Sean Spears, who the fuck's gonna take it and get off him? And then we gotta worry about the next year. Ova's gonna be gone in a year, dog. You know that. So
Even Page, Ricky Starks, you've got plenty of people.
Jonathan Grissom. Yeah. Now.
But we should remember, if we're just gonna hold Ashanti that for backstage for the rest of his life, then you know what? He's a nobody. He's just a backstage guy that does nothing but wrestle. He basically is the Tyler Breeze of NXT. And ladies and gentlemen, Tyler Breeze didn't fight a lot.
Right
how
now,
old is it? Yeah. How old is Ashanti? Does anybody know?
Like 30 something, 32. Let me see. I got you right now.
I mean, I think we sometimes get a little too like pushy, where we want things to happen like right now, but it's like, for instance, like we got to remember, like wrestlers can kind of have careers up until their 50s, okay. Sometimes their 60s if they're lucky. You know what I mean?
He's 32.
Yeah, like we're talking like he has another. If he plays his cards right, he has another 20 years of wrestling in him. You know what I mean?
True.
Like
true.
Wrestlers can wrestle.
But right now his wrestling career is based on what they're giving him and what they're giving. Again, you give chicken shit and you can make chicken salad. Right now he's stuck in a blacked.com storyline with Petrovic, and he's been stuck with that for a year. If they play the cards right, he can win a championship. Like I said, by love, by weird coincidences, and by weird circumstantial evidence. Once he gets a championship, as Joe and D-Walk and I have always said, what are you going to do after that? Like, you can't keep doing this shit over and over again for the rest of your life. You got to, like, back it up.
Well, also, we got to remember it's NXT. So, there's always the call-up. Once you're done in NXT, it's like, all right, let's call him up. Let's see what he can do on the main roster.
But it's becoming more like NXT 2016, 13, 14, 15, 16, where I think they're going to keep them for like more than a year, maybe